I have a feeling this is going to be my favorite part of the show. Either she's going to hit me with this, I'm going to hit her, it'll be back and forth. It'll be like mud wrestling.
I'm ready. Ready to practice my baseball
we're supposed
swing.
to be good. This is Christmas. This is the holiday Christmas show. We're supposed to be all peace and love and goodwill to everybody and whatever. Well, okay. So, Barbara, we tried last time for the pre-Thanksgiving show, we made cheese puffs. And even the normally stolid Justin off stage said, those were good.
I love the use of the word, we made cheese puffs.
Okay, I sat and ate cheese puffs.
Thank you so much.
So now she is going to make our favorite holiday thing that we've been making this for 20 years, and I swear there are people who come to our party, which we call Christmaka, on Christmas night. We're for any Christians that don't have anything to do with Christmas night, and the Jews who definitely don't have anything to do for Christmas night except go to a Chinese restaurant. We have this Christmaka party, and she makes this. She did make the dough in advance and used this not just to hit me, but to roll out this dough. What's in this dough?
Usual things that are in dough. There's flour and butter, and there's some sour cream. And a little bit of salt. And that's all I can remember at the moment. But you will get the recipe. It's going to be printed on the show.
Yes, you will see that. Okay. So now, while she's we're going to be...
I forgot cream cheese. Cream cheese.
Health food. Anyway, so Barbara, what do you want to say about this thing called Ruggelach?
Okay, Ruggelach are a traditional Hanukkah cookie. And my mother, who was the world's worst cook, made good Ruggelach. And so I got the recipe from her, and they were pretty darn good. And then one day, maybe 15 years ago, I was reading in McCall's magazine a recipe for these very cookies. And the only difference between my mother's recipe and their recipe was a little bit of sour cream in the dough, and it made a huge difference. So thank you, McCall's, for improving on a thousands-of-year-old Jewish recipe, but you're getting the best of the best.
I think so. Okay, so talk to you. This is your thing. What goes on now?
The only trouble with Ruggelach, and thank God you only make it once a year, is it's a 2-day operation. You have to prepare the dough in advance. So you got to mix up all the ingredients, roll them into a ball, put it in the refrigerator, wrapped in saran wrap overnight. The next day, take it out and leave it out for a while to soften, and then roll it out into a round, because you're going to cut this with your pizza cutter into 4 quadrants, and then each quadrant into 3 pieces. Then we'll add the inner filling, roll it up, and put it in the toaster oven. And we're going to do all that today, actually do it and cook it, because we have a wonderful studio audience here today.
Right.
So we have Jana Waldinger, president of the Napa County Board of Trustees and half of Art and Clarity. And we have Cheryl Fiedler and Herman Fiedler. And they do so many things, I can't even begin to tell you all the things they do.
Yes, Herman
Soon, sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
But they're married, so you get it. Or they're not married, I don't know. Whatever they are, they're together.
Right. Anyway, Barbara's done an excellent job of ensuring that nobody's ever going to make this recipe. But you're here to watch. This is what I call the Un-PBS cooking show. It could taste like crap. We could be fighting. You know, on PBS, you never ever hear anybody say, well, this isn't very good, or the chef fights with the... This is the Un-PBS cooking show. Okay. I want that near me. Okay. Now what?
Okay, so I did this last night, and then just before the show, I had taken it out earlier. I rolled it. I never get it into a perfect circle. It doesn't really matter, but it should be approximately 9 or 10 inches in diameter. So then I take the pizza cutter, and that looks about half, yes?
Close enough.
Close enough. And in quarters.
This is not PBS, like I said. PBS, everything would have been to the millimeter.
And this is definitely not even, and now we'll try to do this in some sort of
when something's homemade, it never, if it comes out even, you know it's in a corporate machine. This is made by you.
This is clearly not in a corporate machine.
This is the very uncorporate Ruggelach.
Oh, that's too big. We'll make those 2.
Oh, stop it. It's good enough.
Yes, probably better somewhere.
Okay?
Very good, Cheryl.
Yep.
Okay.
Now what?
Now, we take our orange marmalade or apricot jelly or jam.
Very fancy brand, Safeway. On sale. $2.99.
And we just kind of mush it all around.
That's right. That's another word they don't use on PBS, mush.
Mush around?
Yeah.
Why not? That's what I'm doing. Nobody could say this is a scientific way of distributing the marmalade over the dough.
This is an equal opportunity thing. Each piece should have an equal access, should have equity.
The one thing you want to be a little careful of is don't put it too close to the edge, because then it's going to squish out and make a mess in your oven.
Yes. And we don't want to make a mess in the oven, heaven forbid.
We do not. Enough preparing for this. We don't want to have too much cleanup.
True enough.
Okay, so what did you want to talk about? I know you have topics while I'm doing all this.
It's so fascinating watching you spread. You're such a good
I'm sure the studio audience is on the edge of their seats.
Okay, all right, I'll be good. So, one of the great show is going to be aired all through December. One of the great holiday, we're not allowed to say Christmas anymore, holiday debates is, do we say Merry Christmas to people or Happy Holidays? And under what circumstances? Dr. Nemko, I expect you to use all of your Berkeley PhD to explain your reasoning as to why you would say, and to whom you would say Merry Christmas versus Happy Holidays, and then I will argue with you, and our studio audience will vote.
Okay, well, I'm a Merry Christmas person. To me, Christmas is, although I know it's a religious holiday, it's also a season. And you know it's a season because it starts before Halloween in Home Depot and many of the department stores. It is a full season in the fall. And it's a very celebratory season. No matter what religion you are, it's hard to be against peace and goodwill toward man. So,
and woman.
And, well, okay, to me, mankind
Thank you,
is
Cheryl.
everybody.
I knew that feminist Rosie the Riveter in the studio audience would respond. Go ahead.
So I am perfectly fine with Merry Christmas for everybody, unless some particular individual that you know is going to be horribly offended, then Happy Holidays is fine. But generically, I say Merry Christmas. That's my reasoning.
Very reasonable, I swear, but I will make the best case I could for another position. We are in a new era of inclusiveness, where by saying Christmas and saying, I am defining this by Christmas, where there is nothing lost by saying Happy Holidays. I was talking with Jana, a student member of the audience. She said, really, many of us are really, the most important thing is the winter solstice. And of course, there's the Muslims with Ramadan. And then there's the Jews with Hanukkah. Notice I say it like a Jew, Hanukkah. Spitting out as I speak. So
no, please.
So Happy Holidays gets around all of that. And now, studio audience, I want you to vote. How many do you think Barbara's right that the default should be to Merry Christmas? Raise your hand. 1. How many think the default should be Happy Holidays?
Yay.
2 to 1. Guess who wins?
All right, congratulations. I think it's the first time you won a debate with the studio audience ever.
You're right. Okay, so let's move on to the next, to the next exciting debate topic of the holiday season.
Okay, there are 2 kinds of Ruggelach. You can. You want more debate?
No. I think it's good.
I thought we were going to debate what we're putting on here.
No, you're right.
Okay, so remember we cut these because we're going to roll them into crescents eventually. So now we have to put a filling in there, and the traditional filling is chopped walnuts and raisins on top of the marmalade.
I hate raisins.
But my default is you can do chocolate chips and walnuts and roll those. Or you can do them, you could probably put all 3 in. I've never done that. That sounds like a lot. So I thought we would ask the studio audience which is their favorite kind.
Oh, I like it.
And then we can put more of those. We're going to have 12 pieces because remember we cut it into quarters and then thirds, so we'll have a dozen. The recipe that you're going to see on the show is for double this amount. And so normally, I made half the amount. It's for double the original amount. So there will be 4 rolls like this. I had only 1, but there would be 4. So you can make 4 dozen Hanukkah cookies
for your entire church
season.
Congregation population.
No, only for your friends because they go quickly.
Okay.
I have a cousin in Walnut Creek who lives all year for these. When am I getting my Ruggelach? So
that's right.
Yeah, and so we'll decide chocolate or raisin.
Or just which
raisin.
Well, I never had it with
Chocolate.
Raisin.
Okay.
And
so
I
we'll
went with
make
none. I like it just
like that.
Yeah, because
Is he
with the
on
walnuts.
fruit?
I like the
Well,
walnuts.
we have 4 different quarters, so why not? Okay.
Okay, just put
All
some
right.
on there.
So I will make first the
I
raisin
think the operative
and
thing is to do it
walnuts.
quickly so that we don't bore the hell out of the audience.
Well, so start the discussion.
So thank you. You're right. I appreciate that. You're absolutely right. Okay, so now, let's say, the Christmas season tends to engender religious passion. If somebody tries to proselytize, you're not a Christian, I'm not a Christian, but I have many Christian friends, and it has occurred where they've tried to proselytize me and try to get me to come to midnight mass as a precursor to becoming a good, loving Christian. What be the best way to respond to someone who say, why don't you come to midnight mass just for the hell of it? No, we're not allowed to say hell. just for the Jesus of it, for the whatever.
No.
Okay, just for
The experience.
The experience of it.
Thank
okay.
you.
What would you say if somebody invited you to midnight mass and he is a very Christian person?
Oh, truthfully, I would likely go because it is an experience.
Okay.
And it's obviously very important to a lot of people. It's not going to make me change my religion because I don't really have much of a religion anyway. I mean, it's a great religion. I just don't pay too much attention to it other than culturally. So I would go, and I have been before, and I really, really enjoyed it. If you really didn't want to go, I would say, I wish I could, but I just can't stay up past 10 at night, and I would be so embarrassed falling asleep in the church.
Okay, I agree with everything until the end. I know, especially the Christmas season, you want to lie?
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't.
it's not lying, it's sparing someone's feelings.
Yeah, but it's a white lie. I'm not saying it's a mortal sin where you're going to burn in hell for eternity, but I think probably what I agree with you. If I felt, I am, as I was telling Cheryl off the stage, I am a doer, I'm not a watcher. I don't care what the religion is. Sitting in a service is my idea of hell. So I would probably say I'm a type A and I don't go to any religious services. I am honored that you would have asked me. I have been to a midnight mass before. It was fine, but it ain't my thing, is what I would say. Okay, now we get to the studio. Go ahead, Barbara, you can rejoin
No,
me.
you go to the studio audience before I get to the next step.
Excellent. Okay, how many think Barbara was right and she would lie to say the reason she doesn't stay up to midnight? Raise your hand. How many agree with my integrity, honest, cosmically wise approach? I'm 2 for 2.
2 for 2, wow.
And I would ask them, what time is your midnight?
That's pretty funny, I guess, sort of.
You're not laughing.
Because it's only borderline funny.
Okay, next step.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
studio audience has more.
I'd say thank you for asking.
That feels like, I don't like cliches.
I
It's
think
like
that's polite. What do you mean
just
cliche?
thank you for asking is just a cliche.
Well, then
It's
thank you would
when
always be
but when
a
somebody-
cliche.
But when somebody dies, you say, I'm sorry for your loss. It feels like it's formulaic. I'd rather use something human and not a
All those who think that it's perfectly fine to say thank you for asking, raise your hand. Okay, you lose that one.
2 to 1. Very good. Excellent.
Okay, the next step.
Yes.
No, because there's no prize. Except you get out of this alive.
No, and you get the Ruggelach.
And you get Ruggelach.
You get a
That's
lifetime
true.
supply of Hollywood oil.
Okay, so now what we're going to do, I pre-mixed sugar and cinnamon, and we're going
What kind
to...
of ratio?
I have no idea. I threw in some sugar until enough
half,
cinnamon until
or-
it got brown.
Like half and half? Again, this is so not PBS.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So we sprinkle
To
this
taste.
all over here. And then, because we only have 15 minutes left and we want to get this into the oven and cooked, I'm going to ask everybody to help. What we're going to do now is roll them up. So if you wanted raisin, please take a raisin section and roll it. If you
roll
wanted
it.
chocolate,
Just roll
Cheryl,
toward
you
the
and I
middle
are
so
going to
that they-
roll that, and Marty's going to roll his nothing in there section.
So you demonstrate first.
Okay.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Jenna.
Oh, well, I have to hold that. I got to switch this around and get to my chocolate section. So these are pre-cut. So you start at the end and you just roll.
But then you make that moon shape.
At the end, then we'll try to curve it into a
Half moon.
half
Very,
moon.
very cosmic and spiritual.
And
winter
wait,
solstice.
this is not cut enough. So got it. Okay. Okay.
For purposes of time, I think we're each just going to do one, and not we can. We have an
Okay.
intelligent audience. We can sure they
Good
can.
idea. Everybody come roll one, and we'll put it in the oven.
Come on the set and roll whichever one you want.
Yeah, come around.
It's like pizza. I used
Okay,
to always
I'll
like to get the
give you a
biggest
spot
piece.
because I rolled mine. Sorry,
So look at the
Herman.
bigger piece. So you get which piece you want and roll it up.
They will in a minute. We can put them all at the same time.
Very good. Very, very good.
good, but
Moving on. Next debating item. Okay. We are fortunate, and even though I'm an atheist, I like to say blessed. We are blessed to not be poor. And we have mainly not poor friends. And so there is always the issue of when you're giving presents. Do you give a present to a middle-class person, especially if you're old, you've already accumulated all the crap, you're trying to get rid of crap? Do you generally defer if you're going to give something? Do you think it's wiser to give a present or a donation in their name to their favorite charity, your favorite charity, whatever?
I think that really depends who you're giving it to. Most people like to get a little gift. It doesn't have to be an expensive gift. It can just be something you know they're interested in, something cute, or an experience.
Or a consumable.
Or exactly. A gift certificate to a restaurant is always welcome. A gift certificate to an activity, whether you think they'd like to play miniature golf or go bowling or whatever. A small gift is nice. You can, if it's a really good friend and you want to do more, you can also add a donation to their favorite charity if you think that's what they want. It's all dependent on who it's going to.
Okay, my position is that, and I'm not some big liberal, and yet I don't like to contribute to a consumerist society. And if people are in a place in life when they're giving away stuff, the last thing I knew is give them more crap. And if I'm giving away something to them, what's going to be is not only is it going to cost money and use up resources, but now they say, what the hell am I going to do with this? Am I going to re-gift it? Do I try to return it and see who the receipt is? It's more of a pain. But if I put myself in their shoes, and I think, what charity would they most believe in? What would they care the most about? And make a donation in the amount that I would have spent a present on, and then put a nice little handwritten card and say, I'm taking the liberty of thinking that you've got a lot of crap, like we have a lot of crap, and so I thought I would donate.
That would be a lovely card.
That's how I would do it. And so I've donated $25 in your name to the tutoring.
Reading champions.
Whatever. Reading champions. You got it. Okay. So now.
So wait.
Yeah.
So what would your favorite charity be?
A mentoring program for gifted kids, because they are so underserved today. We call the underserved the low achievers.
Okay, I didn't ask for a whole speech on the topic. Thank you. I got the idea. And where would does something exist currently?
Whatever a school foundation is, I would donate it in for that. So let's say there's a Napa County Napa Educational Foundation. I would give the amount of money and say earmarked specifically toward mentoring or tutoring a gifted, maybe a low-income gifted kid whose parent couldn't afford it, but I like the idea that gifted kids do have greater potential to contribute to society, and I want to encourage that, especially in today's era, where nobody seems to give a crap about the gifted.
Where's the rolling pin?
In my
Off your
little hand.
soapbox, please. So now that you've done that whole thing, thank God I don't have to get him a Christmas gift, because for 50 years I've tried to get him gifts and he never liked any of them. So this is good.
No Christmas ties, no Christmas sweaters.
That's not what I want. You can give me a gift.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Take
your problem
take
now.
them out. No.
That's the whole thing with gifts. They should be a surprise.
Surprise. But for the TV, the first thing I think that comes to mind that you need, I think Jana was right. I think a consumable. I think something you love that maybe you wouldn't allow yourself to eat. You're the only person who would have a chocolate bar and you would keep it for like 8 days and eat 1/8 of the chocolate bar each day. So I'd get you some delicious thing that you'd eat 1/8 of.
Chocolate bar and the knife.
Exactly.
That's a wonderful gift.
Okay, I digress. Next. Okay, so now, one more question. Should you ever give a Christmas sweater or socks or a Christmas tie to anyone as a present?
Yes. Again, depending, but lots of people these days, because Christmas sweaters were so out of fashion for so many decades, they're having Christmas sweater parties. Like, which is the worst Christmas sweater you ever saw, which may, in some cases, be the best Christmas sweater you ever saw. They're adorable. So if you have somebody in your family who's likely to be going to a party like that, that would be great, because otherwise they're going to thrift stores and Goodwill looking for some great entry in the competition.
Couldn't disagree more.
What else is new? 50
what?
years.
Especially if you're older, you've already gotten those crappy Christmas ties where they just clutter your drawers, your closet. Nobody ever uses them anymore. So no, I would never under any. It also shows uncaring. It's like a cliche. It's when you say, "I'm sorry for your loss," it shows uncaring. Whereas a Christmas,
Christmas what?
Any kind of a personalized thing, whether it's some piece of art that gets created or a photograph that they would like, but a Christmas sweater or a tie. First of all, nobody wears ties anymore. They came into existence in the Napoleonic era as instruments of torture. They were used actually as a snot rag. And today in 2025, nobody wants to have a noose around their neck. Ties are dead. Okay, studio audience.
So you look good in that red sweater. So does that count as a Christmas?
No.
So what
It probably was a
Okay, what
Christmas
counts would be-
sweater at some point.
If I got
That
a
was the one he
reindeer
kept.
with red and green ornaments on the antlers, that's a Christmas sweater. This is a red sweater.
Or candy canes.
Okay.
Just saying.
Anything embellished.
Is studio audience, drum roll. How many agree with Barbara that it can be appropriate to give a Christmas sweater like the kind I just described? No, I'm going to use this on you guys.
Thank you, studio audience.
Okay. So unfortunately, it looks like this is not going to be ready in time, and we
No.
know. But trust me, and now this may be the first serious thing I'm going to say in the entire thing, and the first PBS-like thing. Everybody loves these, especially warm out of the oven. Because of the sour cream and the cream cheese, they're flaky. And they are custom to you. If you are somebody who likes chocolate, you can get that. If you want somebody just like the marmalade is a genius idea because it's not that sweet, but sweet enough. If you have, some people have spare time on their hands. If you do, and whether it be Christmas or Hanukkah, just let's call it a holiday cookie. I can't think of a better tasting one. And I think that's a serious, true statement if you've got time.
I'm going to make a serious, true statement offer. If you think you would like to try this, I know I will be making a batch of 4 dozen when it gets time for Hanukkah. Give me a call. Come over. We'll make them together. Be so much more fun to do it that way anyway.
In this era where we're fearful of, let them email you. Rather than not call,
Okay,
or
email me.
Or drag. So what email address do you want them to email you at?
barbnemko@gmail.com.
Barb, NEMKO@gmail.com, and it'll probably be written on the bottom of the thing. Okay, so now just we're going to end, I want to end by, life is getting faster and more complex, and it's scarier. Some people are scared of Donald Trump. Other people are scared of an ever more unaffordable way to live, scared of lack of healthcare access, or scared of Putin, or scared of anti-Semitism, or scared of, everything. Woke, the anti-woke. There's nobody more intense and hardworking than me, to be honest. I work 70 or 80 hours a week. But I look forward to the few days right around Christmas, and between Christmas and New Year's, to breathe, exhale a little bit. So no matter how hardworking you are or whatever, I do encourage you to spend a little time exhaling.
And how about celebrating what Christmas stands for? Peace on earth, goodwill. It's a great time to reach out to somebody that maybe needs company or somebody who might be alone over the holidays. Absolutely your family. Make peace with somebody that perhaps you're not on best terms with.
Put your rolling pin away. Anyway, I'm Marty Nemko.
And I'm Barbara Nemko.
We'll see you in 2026.